Hiya guys. Hey, I've just been cleaning my bikes and it's really been irking me a bit over the last few weeks about this debacle that Harley-Davidson's sort of put against Million Dollar Bogen about this political correctness kind of business. And we got Harley-Davidson here, that's a brand that we see quite often as we don't conform to the world kind of message that they portray to people. The bikes themselves, we go to the old school riders who rode them because they loved them, but now because of a small minority, I mean a very small minority, Million Dollar Bogen's been hit hard along with Geelong Harley-Davidson. But look, I've got two bikes. There's a bit of wash out there. I've got the Kawasaki Vulcan Classic 1500, and I got what I call the Angry Chinaman, which, oops, that's not politically correct either, but that's a CF Moto 650. Now, political correctness out the door there. I call my Vulcan, this one here, there, I call that the Viking, and like I said, the Angry Chinaman, my CF Moto. Now, they got nicknames because when I'm riding the Vulcan, people go, "Oh, you look like an old Viking coming down the road." The Angry Chinaman got it because it's just an angry bike, Chinese made. But besides that, I was looking at going to trade the Vulcan, sell that and trade that on a brand new standard, Harley-Davidson standard. Now, they're a basic model, so I was going to get it kitted. I was going to get the exhaust done, the intake and the cams done. So it would have been around about just under $30,000 price tag. But since Harley's done this, I'm a nobody. I'm just Joe Blogs that ride bikes. But I'm a nobody that's not going to buy a brand new Harley now. Instead, I'm going to sell both these bikes, and I'm looking at buying it's actually a Willie G Special 2006 Dyna, the 35-year anniversary Willie Special. So I'm looking at buying that, but I'm not buying a brand new Harley now. Now, Harley's always been this tough man, this hard brand, good old American motorbike that we've got to love. The Milwaukee, we love the Milwaukee Iron, we call it here in New Zealand, Milwaukee Iron. So that's any Harley-Davidson. I've had a Sportster. I got rid of that a while ago, and just longed for another Harley. And I watched Million Dollar Bogen, and I've watched him from the first one I watched was when he first got his green bike, and he rode that right up the north of Australia there, up through all the dirt roads, and I was like, you crazy so-and-so. And then watched him do the Indian trip over in India on the Sportster 883. I thought, you just gotta be nuts. And then come back and take his Road King off-road. He punched a hole in the gearbox sump. He really showed the brand off. He really showed what Harley is, how reliable they are. He was taking his Road King into places that it wasn't prepared for, off-road. And then his last trip, he put that dirt tyre, that intermediate dirt tyre on the back, so he didn't get stuck, but he still got stuck on the beach. He's taken a heavy bike places that me, you, and the average viewer just wouldn't take a Harley, let alone a big heavy Harley. Admittedly, people build scramblers out of the Sportsters, which he's gone and done, and he's going to go take that up Red Rock or whatever it's called over in Australia there. But to take this road bike and take it through its paces, and to the average person, we cringe and you're treating a Harley like that, because we love the Harley-Davidson brand, and we appreciate the brand. But for Harley to come down and now start dictating to him what his channel can and can't do, that's hit a new low. And I know Harley needs to hit these millennials, as we call it. Harley's got to get into their pocket or get into their wallets and start taking money out of their wallets, because the old school riders and myself, I wouldn't call myself an old school rider, but I'm far from being a millennial. We're not going to be around forever. We're not going to like that pure, we love that pure muscle, that raw horsepower, that when you twist the throttle it goes. But now Harley, they branched out, made the electric bike, which the first flopped, but they're trying to dig into a pocket of such a small minority group, and unfortunately from this they're going to be hurting their brand even more. Yes, along the political side of things, we see Daniel Hayes, who is Million Dollar Bogen, going into a Harley-Davidson dealership, filming things that Colin says and things that some of the other workers say, a bit of banter here and there, nothing politically correct, it's just all laughter, and us that ride bikes, and probably the general population laugh it off. But there's that small group that get offended at anything, and Harley's bowing down to them. We thought Harley was bigger than that. Their ad campaigns through the 80s and all that was, we do not conform, we are who we are. Basically either like it or lump it. But now it's like, oh, we might hurt some feelings, so we better stop this. And it's not Harley's fault. Per se, it's not completely Harley's fault. It's just the way that this world's starting to turn, is that you're too scared to fart in public just in case the person behind you gets insulted. You're too scared to greet a female and call her miss or something, just in case she doesn't want to be called miss, she wants to be a mister. Just things like that. And even men, some of them want to identify as a female. The world's getting backwards, and we're starting to see it come through branding. And Million Dollar Bogen, he was he still is an ambassador for the Harley-Davidson brand. He's never been sponsored. I believe Geelong Harley-Davidson sponsored his monkey bike ride, where he went along the Nullarbor Plains, raising money for men's mental health. How unselfish was that? But all his other quests that he's done, he's never asked for a penny from Harley-Davidson. Harley-Davidson's never sponsored any of his videos, and yet when he does something that's against their grain, or that they think is against the grain of the world, they want to dictate to him what his channel can and can't do. Now, me calling my Vulcan here, me calling the Vulcan a Viking, and the angry Chinaman, hey, some people probably get offended by that, but it is what it is. A lot of us would name our bikes, a lot of us nickname our bikes, and a lot of us just want to get out and ride and have a bit of laugh and a bit of banter. But unfortunately for myself, I won't be spending the $30,000 at a Harley-Davidson dealership. I won't be going in there and ordering a bike the way that I want it. I'll be buying a second-hand bike. That's one sale Harley's missed out on. That's just one, but I'm probably not the only one. There's probably people going to India, going to Indian motorcycles now. Indians starting to produce a really good 1200. And that I looked at, that I thought about, and I thought, no, I want a Harley-Davidson because of Harley-Davidson, the brand. But now a lot of people might be just swayed over to that Indian motorcycle. You're getting a lot more horsepower out of a 1200, a water-cooled 1200. Unfortunately, the Sportster's probably on a big downhill climb, probably a lot quicker now. But Harley-Davidson, you got to wake up and you got to start standing up for your brand, for the brand that you guys made. You guys got to grow some balls, basically, and just be done with it and forget about this political correctness, because with that you're a nobody. You start pissing off the wrong people and that's it, you're a nobody. So, that's my rant. It is. And yeah, so I will be buying a Harley, just not a new one. Sorry, Harley-Davidson. And if Harley-Davidson ever see this video, which I doubt it, because I don't ever venture to be that big, do I? But you know, Million Dollar Bogen gets hundreds of thousands of views on his channel. Watching him put a Harley-Davidson through testing that Harley-Davidson themselves wouldn't even put them through. And this is all out of his own pocket. He destroys it. He's still got to fix it. He's still got to maintain it. He's got to repair it. You guys have a test facility that just can't even match an unbiased YouTube channel. So really think about what you've done. Maybe come to some agreement. Yeah, you know, maybe some things shouldn't have been said inside a Harley-Davidson dealership. We don't know. But who's your market? Who's your market for me and the other people that just love to ride because we just want to get out and out on the open road on two wheels? Or is your market these little business people that just want to get on their bike and commute to and from work? Someone who puts 5,000 Ks on their bike a year? Or do you want to market to someone that puts 20, 30,000 Ks on their bike a year? It's a sad time when we start seeing big corporates bow to a minority. But anyway, I've just finished cleaning that thing because it was filthy. Probably ready to clean that because that's filthy too. And then go out riding. Right, keep safe, stay blessed. Love you all.